What's going on? The Winners Win podcast. Your boy Luso 2.0, the copy god himself. And today we're talking about the number one way that you can get paid more. But before we even start to do that, you guys know I like to go through my little updates that I have with everything. So today I called my first school. I called a school that I used to attend to, one of the high schools that I used to go to. And when I called them, I realized I don't have an elevator pitch. I also realized that I don't know what I'm talking about. I also realized I don't know who to call. So I literally just called the front desk and asked to speak with who I can talk to about getting in front of the kids and speaking in front of the children in the auditorium. And then I realized, okay, so I help African American men achieve in 1 year what it takes most to achieve in 3 to 4 years. But then it's like, okay, so who am I? That's what I am, a coach that does that. What do? I help young African American men achieve, and that's also the who also. Then it came down to why I do it, because I personally have struggled with stuff like that. So it came from a low poverty type of place. And then my how is also too. So how do I do this? Through helping them maximize their routine and come with some type of giving them guidance and coaching on routine, high income skills, and yeah, just high income skills is one way I do that, right? Through high income skills, mindset, and the most high is how I teach them. So then I was thinking, okay, cool. So then what do I do? So young African American men that can go to schools, or I would speak colleges, stuff like that. People around my age that are going through and have no direction of where to go, help them get that type of direction. So I was just thinking, okay, cool. So now I'm starting to kind of get the little feel for it. I called, she sent me over to the guidance counselor, which I'm gonna give a call back tomorrow and see if I can talk to the guidance counselor or the principal as well and see pretty much what's going on there. So that's pretty exciting. The publisher has also been still working on the book, and she was just telling me, just reassuring me that she does everything in excellence. So it should be nice to see how my book also pans out as well, which is also another exciting factor that I am also looking forward to, because then I can have some sort of proof in order to give to them. And then I'm gonna ask my wife for help building the website. Now, my wife also dropped her fall collection today. If you have not checked it out, go on Instagram and look like at Conceited Looks, and you'll be able to see 4 of the wigs that she dropped for a fall collection. And so we're just all winning over here. Now, also finally left my other position because, like I said, it was a toxic environment. You guys have probably been hearing about, if you've been listening to my podcast a lot, you've been probably hearing about how toxic of an environment I was dealing with. But now I'm going into a better situation, and also it's also showing me to push myself in my business more than ever, because nothing is ever permanent. Nothing is ever permanent at all except for yourself and what you do for yourself. So I need to keep growing my business, and I need to call. So I called 1 school yesterday. My goal tomorrow is 2. Just keep doubling up every single day until someone sees me or someone allows me to get in front of someone in order to start speaking. So that's pretty much where I'm at, and how exciting it's getting with every single thing. I gotta hit up some more people too as well about those opportunities. So that's how my business has been going. That's how work's been going. I also was able to get some shots up today as well, feeling pretty good shooting, and also getting some push-ups and pull-ups out. I'm actually, my body's really sore, getting into my calisthenic wave, and starting finding out some type of workout routine for myself as well. So workout routine has been cardio, basketball. So like one day it's just been like light cardio, like, so I'll run around. Then I did run around the neighborhood. Then I did calisthenics at home. The next day I did went to the gym, hooped, came home, calisthenics. Then I did rest day. Then I did today get shots up, and then calisthenics and all that stuff. Then tomorrow's going to be hill sprints, and then calisthenics. And then it's going to be rest, and just keep going back and forth between them. So I just finally started to get that routine down, and now I just got to get back into my routine now with everything else. But anyway, now we're going to talk about what can help you get paid more. It's always been this way, by the way. Excuse me. It's always been this way. The person who can deal with people more makes more money. So when I ask you, what business are you in? If you are in sales, if you sell real estate, if you are at Target, it doesn't matter. It's you are in the people business because people buy from people. They don't buy from robots. They don't buy from anything other than other people, and that's what people buy from. So when you say that you're not in the people, when you try to say that you're in any business other than that, when you're lying to yourself. The people get paid more based off of their ability to deal with more people. That's just really how it is. I would definitely pick up the person not who can run a machine, who goes to get a 4-year degree in order to run a machine like a tab, a laptop, a computer. I would rather pay more the person who can deal with the different personalities of different team members and all lead them to a common goal. Leadership. You are paid more when you can deal with people. It's just common sense, really, because people are an unknown factor. Now, there are tools and tips and tricks and stuff that you can use in order to help you better work with people. But the thing is, at the end of the day, it all comes down to your ability to work with different people with different personalities. How can you do that? That's why this book that I'm reading right now, get this drawing real quick for y'all. How to Win Friends and Influence People, the only book you need to lead you to success by Daniel Carnegie, is important because he's talking about the idea of how to deal with people. Because at the end of the day, those are what run the things. I think it was, who was it? It was somebody, a famous person who was actually on trial for something, and they were saying how he wasn't smart, this, that, and the third. They were asking him plenty of questions. Who was the first president? Who was you name the presidents 1 through whatever now, do all this stuff. And he said, listen, I do not know all the answers, and that's not what makes me successful. What makes me successful is I know where to get all those answers, or the people I hire also know those answers, because he had to just get somebody from his team to come in and actually answer the questions that they were asking him, because his ability came from his ability to deal with people. And you could either use it for manipulation or use it for influence. Those are the two different ways you can use it. Remember, with great power becomes great responsibility. That's what SpongeBob Spider-Man said. It's funny because I was just reading my nephew a Spider-Man book, and that's one of the things he said, with great power comes great responsibility. And it's true. You can either manipulate people and be like a savage and toxic, such as my old employer, or you can use it to influence people in order to better themselves, and then you make the big bucks either way. But one way, you'll also feel better about yourself when you go home at night. Manipulation or influence. You get paid more money when you can deal with more people and lead them to a common ground. And that's what I've been reading and learning in this book right here. Go after the job you want and get it. Take the job you have and improve it. Take any situation and make it work for you, because it's about your ability to influence people to take action. It's always been about that, and it always will be. That's why sales is a skill that is a necessity, and it's why it's something that I teach on this podcast. So that's really all I have for you guys today. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and share this channel. And if you listen to this on any type of podcast, please leave 5-star reviews and leave a comment so I know what you're thinking and I can help reply to it. Other than that, I want you guys to keep killing the rest of your day. Remember, you pray for success like this. 2.0 out.